What is up, comic fam? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. It's Tuesday. That means we have new DC books, some awesome stuff to talk about, and just hang out for a little bit. But before we get into any of that, let's get Monkey up here. She's looking for other people. Before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and start this off. Big thank you to Big Time Collectibles for sponsoring the Legion Loot giveaway for the channel members every month. And also, if you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit up Justin Comics on Instagram. He can take care of you for the amazing prices, quick turnaround times. He can submit directly to CGC or CBCS for you. If you use that promo code We Are Legion, you can take advantage of the current special offer that he's running. All right, let's get into it. And also, while we're talking about it, let me reach over here behind us. Here, Monkey, stand here for 1 second. Speaking of that Legion Loot giveaway, we do have the books that are included thanks to Big Time Collectibles. We also have what I've shown off already. We're going to be putting in the We Live bundle. So if you've missed out on We Live, or if you're behind on We Live, this will have everything that they've put out so far. You'll be able to read the entirety of the story, including some variants, some B covers, and the free comic book day issue, which was amazing. Hit right in the heartstrings. It was gut-wrenching tale of hope and survival, as is the series so far. It was just so awesome. But to top it all off, I acquired and included a second copy. So this will be added to the Legion Loot giveaway for this month as well. And this is the JLA Avengers collected volume that just came out last week. It was put together and put out by the Heroes Initiative, which I went into detail on a previous video last week. But this is a very elusive book these days. They're selling north of $250, $300, and they're hard to come by. It was limited to 7,000 copies. Scalpers went crazy with it, but there's been a lot of places that did go above and beyond and make sure that fans got their hands on it, as well as they started trying to take the book and put even more back into the Heroes Initiative's hands, because it was all for the betterment of George Perez and his family. So that's really cool. So that will be included in there as a thank you to the channel members. And if you are not a channel member, definitely look into joining. That blue button next to the subscribe button says join. If it's not showing up, you might have to change the device you're using. Sometimes it doesn't work on mobiles versus computers, but it gets you access to loyalty badges next to your names, custom emojis, early access to videos, shout outs and stuff like that, as well as if you get in that higher tier. There's two tiers. There's a supportive tier, and then there's like the one that gets you the entry into the giveaway. If you get in that higher tier, it enters you in that monthly giveaway. And I'll be sharing out some of the Big Time Collectibles exclusives that will be included in this month's giveaway. I'll try to do that later today. I'll definitely try to get on top of that. So you want to say hey to the chat? Let's see who's in here. Let's say hey to some people. We got TM Nerdy in here. Yay, DC Day. You wave. They're typing in here. And then we got Mr. Beckerman. What is going on, my friend? My heart goes out to you. I know you're going through some things right now, man. Heart definitely goes out to you, brother. We got Brother John Comics up in here. DC Day, hashtag We Are Legion. And him and his brother just put out a fantastic video with Mr. Becker yesterday. They all went to GalaxyCon, and they hopped on and shared some of the stuff that they picked up, that they scored, some amazing signatures, some really cool stuff. That posted yesterday on Digger Jim's channel. So be sure to give that a watch. It was really cool. Dan, what is going on? We got Blue Hellion Comics up in here, throwing those DC Comics emojis. See these emojis, which it shows up as text on my screen, but in the chat, you actually see the emojis. Those are the custom emojis for the channel members. We got Warlord up in the building. Dude, again, big thank you. That mystery box was awesome. I definitely was not very knowledgeable about some of those books, as it was a well sourced and good variety of stuff, but that value of that box was through the roof. And if y'all haven't seen this, Warlord has tons of videos being posted all throughout the community where he did an amazing round of mystery boxes. And so far, all of them have been like on a scale of 1 to 10, they are a super green. But I think there was like one book that I'm on the fence about keeping and putting into the PC. And the rest of it, I'm just looking just to sell. I got it just to help him on his journey to fund his Grail purchase, which all of that info is in that video that posted yesterday, I believe. So be sure to check it out. We got Mars Comics up in here. I appreciate all these channel members showing up and showing out what is going on. Impressive, DC. It was a good day for DC. The man, the myth, the legend, Biggie Shack is in the chat. New World Order Comics. What is going on? Paul Rogers, long time no see. Exactly. Long time no see. Hello to everyone else. Yeah, I was able to hang out at the Augusta Book Exchange for a while. Monkey didn't want to go with me. She wanted to hang out and play and do arts with mommy. What? She's looking at me like, why are you talking about me right now? She's looking at my spirit animal. Look at her. She's giving me the 1,000-yard stare. I just spent $40 at my shop. Sounds like a normal checkout. You're kidding? Oh, that's good. Yo, we got Superpower Review up in here. What is going on? Kevin. Dude, Kevin on Instagram is Karate Kev, and he just posted a lot of his artwork up for sale, which if you didn't know, he is a phenomenal artist. Does some really cool stuff. Works great with markers and colors and stuff. Be sure to check it out because it is priced to move. Boom. Never read We Live. Oh my gosh, dude, you got to jump on that. It is phenomenal. And at this point, I've done had 2 opportunities to have the Miranda Brothers on the channel and hang out and have a conversation. So we did it at the conclusion of the first volume, and then we did it Sunday was a week past where they came and talked about, just hung out and chatted up again. So if you're interested, check out those conversations. We don't go too heavy into spoilers in it because I think the story is worth saving. It definitely is worth saving. We got FloDamon up in the chat, another channel member. Whoa. Lady Fantastic, what is going on? What up, nerd, she says. Best day of the week for sure. So many tears. I mean, tears. John, I'm going, that video that you personally recommended, that you personally asked for, the one that you are yearning for me to do about my foot and feet and shoe situation is coming. It's coming, my man. And then the ball's in your court after that. Austin LeMay is up in here. Hey, gang. Boom, boom. Actual Dracula is in the chat. What is going on, brother? Good afternoon. He did an awesome unboxing battle on Taylor Winder's channel. If y'all missed that last night, Drac is putting out awesome content all the time. Speaking of, may I have to make a claim on eBay? On eBay, the guy is now ghosting me on the book. I may have to make it. Oh, wow. I've had like a run of amazing luck when it comes to my time on eBay. I see horror stories all the time, and there's plenty out there. I haven't had any run-ins with those kind of people yet. Now, my worst thing that I have going for me is I live in the Bermuda Triangle of the USPS. Kyle laughs. She knows. So so I had a package that was marked as delivered, and it wasn't here. Me and the wife looked everywhere. We double-checked the labels on packages that were in the house and not open to make sure. And I told the seller, like, I'm just just keeping him in the loop. Like, it shows delivered. It's not here. I've filed it as delivered, not here at the post office and stuff. And I told him, have no fear, because he started worrying. He was an awesome seller. It was that 6 Elements of Hip Hop. He's like, well, I'm going to send you the money for it. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. The books will show up. And sure enough, what was it, like 3 weeks later, Kyle? After they were delivered, 2-3 weeks at least, they show up. They always do. Steve, Burt Family 54 Comics sent me something, and it was lost for like 2 months. And I'm like, dude, it'll get here. It will get here. Like it's somewhere. It's fallen off of a conveyor belt. Something's happened, but it will get here. We got those Batman custom emojis and the We Are Legion custom emojis. Let's see. I wonder what Mark would put in a mystery box. I wouldn't, dude. The whole process is very intimidating to me. As somebody who doesn't buy him except when I'm supporting a very specific situation, you know, I'm too green. Like, and I don't mean that on the scale of 1 to 10. I mean, like, I'm too inexperienced. Like, I don't have any. I have a hard time letting go as is. So I would probably just for you, Dan, I would go out and find Power Ranger VHSs and stuff them in there and just call it a day. That's what I do for you, just to make you happy. We have Bake the Snake up in the chat. What's shaking, gang? Speaking of mystery boxes, Bake the Snake has got a round of them live right now that you can get through Instagram. He goes by the same name on Instagram, and they're his birthday boxes. And he has tons of GPs included in them, from comics to like wireless headphones, like a variety of awesome stuff, so that it kind of covers a lot of people's interests. And I think he did like a large number of these mystery boxes as well. And the last that I checked, I didn't check or haven't heard him mention it in a few days, but a few days ago he did mention that GPs weren't hit yet. So they're still out there, and the odds are only getting better. Freaky Louie in the building. Could we be more Legion? Absolutely not. That's not possible. We've tried, but we can't, because that's how Legion we are. No problem, Kev. No problem. What up, May? We got Mint Hunter Comics, dude. What is up? What is up? I don't think I've seen you in the chat maybe one time before long ago. Always putting out good content. Another awesome channel to watch. Really love this dude's taste in comics for sure. We got Dan Blue Hellion Comics throwing the super chats. Hashtag Mingo Life. You know it, Dan. We got the Mingo mascot right there. Stays right there. Doesn't go nowhere. And as a matter of fact, the wife, oh gosh, really, dang it. They have to be in arm's reach. I know they do. She just gave me like this really cool Flamingo set of stickers to start sending out. Like, there's these, like, I don't know if y'all remember like stickers when you were a kid, the ones that are like lifted up off the page. They're not actually perfectly flat. So she gave me a pack of stickers that she had left over from a project she did or something she was working on. Monkey's birthday. Which, if you're a channel member, you're more than aware that Monkey's birthday party was 100% about that Mingo life. That's what we did for it. But she gave you these awesome Flamingo stickers to cut out and include in the next handful of sticker sets that go out, which I thought was awesome. I've never really had problems on eBay, but I'm dealing with a ghoster right now, waiting till the estimated date and probably file a claim. eBay is pretty good about it. Good on that end. Yeah, from what I understand, just from watching and seeing other people's posts that they put out when they have problems or issues, that eBay typically, if not always, almost sides on the side of the buyer, whether the buyer is pulling a scam or not. They're always just about that buyer protection, sometimes to a fault. So that's also, I don't sell on eBay, so that's another thing that scares me about the idea of selling on eBay. I do have the page that me and my pops, we have books up for sale. Just price moved to thin out the collection a little bit, which if you're ever looking to buy some cheap books, just because we're trying to just need the space, the link is in the description of all my videos on that. I'm at work just doing an experiment. Next time point is in 10 minutes. I'm interested. Now I'm curious, what kind of experiment are you doing? How many college kids can you fit into a phone booth? That's a good one. That's always a fun experiment. But comics. Yes, science, Mo. Science comics, son. I am so Legion of right now. I appreciate that, Biggie. I've only had to get eBay involved one time with the seller. Definitely gets them more receptive to resolving a problem. Yeah, that was about the Big Little book, if I believe. Big Little books were these old golden age books that were literally what they sound like. Think of a small book, but they're really thick in page count. And it's like full color page comics on the inside, normally like Flash Gordon or Disney or licensed properties and stuff like that. The Phantom. And there was a very dishonest seller. Like the book in hand was not how he had it listed, which I've also heard that can happen. A lot of people just use sell another one like this kind of thing. If you look one up on eBay and just hit the sell one like this, it'll just kind of automatically populate a sales post for you. And it's not exactly 100% representative of what you're holding to be sold. And the person didn't flip through it either. It was missing tons of pages, all kinds of bad stuff, but it did get handled, which is awesome. And he found what he was looking for. Ooh, sweet. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, absolutely, my dude. Got people saying, hey, what are people picking up this week? Just dropped in. Feel more Legion already. I appreciate that. Flash by Night, another phenomenal channel member with a phenomenal channel. Where what I love about Flash's stuff is he picks up a lot of stuff that I don't. So I'm able to read what I like and follow along with the stuff that I don't necessarily have the room in my pool box, the time in my week, but he's got awesome content all the time. I love his reviews. He does the re-up every week as well as other things. He pops up on other people's streams. Great guy. Puff stickers. That sounds good. Let's roll with that. Even if that's wrong, it's now what I'm calling them for the rest of my life. I will teach my kids that today to make sure we instill it in them young. Do you like the John Waters movie Pink Flamingos? I don't think I've ever watched Pink Flamingos. I like real flamingos, so I'll have to look into that, Becker. Station, everybody. Watch them but can't reply. Rogues #1 was fantastic. Absolutely, and we'll be getting into some of that here in just a minute. I'm reaching the bottom of the chat here. I'm catching up. It's called a Western blot. I'm doing washes between primary and secondary antibody incubation. Well, be careful.
Where's that other one that you have there?
I've only sold on Craigslist and a couple local Facebook pages where I could meet up with a buyer. Yeah, I like that in-person thing a lot. I definitely like that. With the Pops Attic page, we do have people here in Augusta that follow the page and purchase things as well, and we always just meet up with them locally, save on that shipping, and plus a lot of the people that buy it, we've known just from running into at shops and around town and stuff, so it's really cool. All right, so let's get into some books. We've been going for a few minutes, haven't cracked the page yet. There's some awesome stuff that came out. So first up, I did have a little bit to catch up on from last week. This weekend was very busy in a very good way. I was able to hang out with my oldest daughter. We got down on some hero clicks. She absolutely destroyed me. She whooped me. It was a great Saturday. But that's normally when I would do a little catching up on channel stuff, reading and everything. So I did get a chance to read last week's Detective Comics 1057 today while I was in the car line picking up Finn. And this has been a fun maxi series, and I'm really kind of diving into this because I didn't get to Sunday, but we had Batman re-arrive from his time with Williamson writing that small series, and he's back in Gotham now, and he's back to heading the family. Nightwing's been sidelined after getting dosed with the fear toxin, so it's all coming to a head. The whole Bat family is boots on ground at Arkham Tower, ready to take it over, full-on onslaught, and that's what leads us to the finale in this week's Detective Comic 1058. These covers have been so good. That is just this Rodriguez I'm so unfamiliar with. He my first exposure to him was really on the A covers for these. And this guy's like a B cover artist all day. And I don't mean that like B is in secondary. I mean like give him the card stock and the extra $1 because he can probably sell these covers. But it's been a real treat getting this gorgeous painted art from these A covers. What you got, baby? You want to see what Finn's going to be wearing for Clown Day?
Circus.
I'm so sorry. Circus Day. So he's going to be a rodeo clown for the circus. So we got the legendary cowboy hat that I rocked for like 8 hours on Banter one night. So she got the clown flower on there. She's got the oversized bow tie for him. Mommy. And then she got the clown pants, and she made these suspenders.
And the bow tie.
She's got, what is this called? Velvet?
Yeah, felt.
Velvet. It feels like it's velvet. But she cut out and added all the polka dots. She made this completely out of scratch. She like folded it, tied it off, attached the elastic to it. Does this mean that my joggers are going to fall off me now? Where'd you get this elastic?
I bought it.
Okay, just making sure. And she cut these out and sewed them on there like little buttons. She's a little talented. There she is. That's her. That's her. Man, the world's finest poster is so good. Yeah, and what I forgot, there's always stock posters that come in a poster frame, normally with the size of it and like the price tag on it. I normally flip those around backwards because the poster frame I got is sized for actual original movie poster sizes because I got it for my Superman 2 poster that hung in New York City when the movie released. I'd have to look on the thing again of what theater it hung at, but it was probably the best Christmas present that my aunt had ever gotten me. You want me to. But so the comic store posters are a little bit smaller. Now, normally we'll take that and just flip it around so there'll be a white border around it. But yeah, that's going to be riding up there for a little while. I had to take down Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice to put that one up. Totally worth it. Dan Mora's art is winning. And that was by far my read of the week last week. By far. There was a lot of fun reads for me, but that one, like number 2, is not even close to that. But it was great. Be forewarned, Mark, Pink Flamingos has almost nothing to do with Mingos. So I don't know. I'll probably skip it then. Does Paul have any more at the shop? I can check. He's probably, depending on how busy he is, he might be listening. You can just ask him directly in the chat. I don't know. He was in the chat, popped in, but it is he is at work. Time to build a bicycle. So we're going to get through this. Action Comics 1041. So we have Riccardo Federici is still on the interiors. Philip Kennedy Johnson. Nope, Federici is off the interiors. That was a bummer. So he was on for a few issues, but we have Inglesham on the interiors now. I was wondering how long Federici could pull off the interiors. That has to take a long time to pull that work off. But this has been a great story. Like if you fell off of Superman during the Bendis era, Philip Kennedy Johnson is when to jump back on because he is absolutely crushing it. This isn't just a little story arc. This is actually a saga inside the pages of Action Comics. You know, that's where Clark is. And he's marooned on Warlord. He's enslaved by Mongol. There's this whole people that have been raised in this lifestyle of bondage is good, that this dominion over your freedom is something to long for. And Superman is set out on not leaving till he's able to convince them otherwise. And words won't do it. They're too deep-seated brainwashed by Mongols. So his actions are going to have to speak for him. So he's been going through it, putting himself through the ringer to show them what these morals that he has really are, what true morals in general really are. There you go, Flo. He said they only send one of each promo poster, buddy. So next up, they start dumping out a whole bicycle to build. Just perfect timing. Next up, we have Deep Target number 6. So this is the one that I keep saying is I have no clue why I pick it up. I will not recommend this to anyone. I love it. I think it's a blast. I don't know how this book works. We've had Freaky Friday, body swaps. We've had time travel. We've had dinosaurs. And then you take those things and you merge them all together. And that's this book. And it's been weird, but strangely delightful. Like it's just pure comic book goodness. It's awesome watching Oliver and Arthur just do what they do. It's a bunch of hoorah moments. It's just classic comic booky kind of goodness. But it's a mini series they did. Only one issue left. Yeah, I've been loving it. Let's see. It just goes to show that Mingos are so popular that a movie has to lie with the title. There you go. Yeah. They thought they were going to get me. Appreciate the save there, Drac. Appreciate the save. All right, next up. Oh, I've read this one now. What else? I read last week's Detective. I read that. All right, so yeah, I did read this one, so I have to be careful what I say, not to spoil it. But Teen Titans issue number 13, which is, we only have 2 more issues of Teen Titans Academy left before the Teen Titans Academy series ends. So it ends at issue 15, which is going to line us up with the Dark Crisis stuff. So expect to be seeing these characters in that event as well as afterwards. It just won't be the same title. It'll be the next volume, Teen Titans, whatever, or just Teen Titans again. Who knows? But they're not going anywhere. They're not canceling the Titans. But this series will be reaching its climax in Dark Crisis is what it's looking like. They've been building up to it and hinting at a lot of this stuff since Future State. Now we are on a different path. Things are different. They're not exactly like we saw before, so there's no way of us predicting what's coming next or really knowing the outcome. But this is really cool, and this is the 4th part in the War for Earth 3 where Waller has invaded Earth 3, where the crime syndicate lives, where they rule with an iron fist, and she's pretty much convinced them to work with her. And that leads us to this, which is primarily taking place in the pages of Teen Titans Academy like Flash from last week. But there is some good stuff in here. The tie-in stuff, without me spoiling anything, the tie-in aspect of this issue has got me pumped for the finale. So the finale for the War for Earth 3 event will take place in the issue called War for Earth 3 number 2. So it all started with that number 1, and it's all going to finish with number 2, have the tie-ins in the middle. But let me tell you what, man, I am pumped. I am pumped to see certain character. I've been pumped since they returned him into the comic, and I'm ready for him to get a W under his belt. I really am. Next up, we got Steve up in here. Steve, I love you. I love you. I was looking at your subscription box today, my man. I don't know if Paul sent you a picture, but you have subscription box 154. So it says Burt Family box 154 on it. It's fantastic. It's perfect. Perfect. Teen Titans Academy is one of my favorite DC reads. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it too. I really am. It's not my favorite, but it's up there. I don't know. It's just the characters that we keep and focus around. I'm really enjoying it. And like Suicide Squad, it has a lot of connective tissue to other stuff going on. We got Kyle up in the chat. Can you possibly just take it from her? We got Kyle up in the chat. Wheelchair Superhero 87. What is going on? And he just put up a video. Him and his sister did. So if y'all haven't checked out Kyle's channel, be sure to check it out. Give him a subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Next up, and one that Steve is going to love. This is really going to make his day. This is from Steve's favorite writer, Tom King, and this is Human Target issue number 6 with that gorgeous art by Greg Smallwood. So Christopher Chance has been poisoned. He has 12 days to solve his own murder before the poison kills him. And the primary suspects have been the Justice League International team. And each issue, 12 issues, 12 days to live, we've been counting down the clock of survival as well as running up the list of possible suspects who could be responsible for it. And we've already had an issue that focused on Guy Gardner, but it looks like they're going to be bringing it back in a little bit. The covers are kind of just going through the different roster, and they have been kind of focusing on the character who's kind of spotlighted in the book. Last month was Martian Manhunter, which was really good. And dude, Tom King does Guy Gardner so well. He really takes those known, very specific qualities that Guy Gardner is known for and exemplifies them. He just blows them up and really hones in on them. It was cool. Tom King Talk is on Sundays. Off topic, I watched some of Peddlin' Pete's auction last night. Definitely not for everyone, but he's entertaining and has good books. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you popping in there and checking them out. I was trying to share it out for him a little bit, but you got to be tough. You got to be tough-skinned to watch it. The guy, he moves things other than just comic books, and he's there to move books. He's got them fairly priced, 9 times, more like 19 times out of 20. They're beyond fairly priced. Every now and then one might go up a little bit, where you can get it a little bit better than that price. But I watched like a 6.0 first appearance of the Parasite. Yeah, he's like, let's just move it for $50. There you go. And just so and that's what you got to watch for too. So like every so often, and it does it a lot because he goes for a long time, but every so often he'll just throw up a banger or a key for like you shouldn't have been blinking kind of prices. It's awesome. Steve's out. Seems like Steve likes Teen Titans Academy like he likes JLA Power Rangers crossover. Yeah, exactly. He loves it. What is going on? Panda Awesome 316 is in the building. And now I got one more book, and then we're going to bounce out of here, Monkey. You want to show them? Hold it up. There you go. Perfect. So we got from Black Label, Rogues issue number 1. Joshua Williamson, the Flash writer that kind of cut his teeth on the Flash, is doing this oversized prestige format Black Label title, and it's definitely for mature readers. So this is my first time reading a Williamson book for mature readers, and he crushes it. The whole concept behind it is what happens to these rogues at the end of their rope. Like they're all these Flash villains are all over the place. They've all just living crappy lives at wit's end, and they come up with a heist to try to set themselves for the rest of their lives. And it was good. Just the momentum built up in it, the whole heist vibes. It felt like you're watching a TV show. But be sure to check it out. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Monkey, you got anything else to tell them? No? Nothing else? No?
Can you tell them we are Legion?
I was waiting on that. My hand owner told me. All right, hold that. All right, guys. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank y'all so much for popping in and hanging out. I hope you all have a great new comic book day tomorrow. I hope you have an even better DC day today. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.